Well, g'day tubes. Welcome back to Guess the Mold. Guess the Mold. Brought to you by BILLSTMAXX. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, so this one was our mystery mold from last video. We have to unveil that one. This almost looks like they used a cardboard tube to put this in. I can see like the lines going down it like it would be like a wrapped cardboard tube sort of thing. You never know. So it looks like this one's actually kind of sunk a bit. That's interesting. It shrunk quite a bit. I should have been paying more attention to that and filled some more in, because that was touching that stick, I'm sure. But anyways, we could probably, what are we gonna do here? Probably just pull this out of here, although we got a bit of a blob of wax on the end of this stick here. There we go. Okay, so that's, I think, going to be our bottom, but I'm not 100% sure. But I'm pretty sure. So, this, how are we going to do that? I'm going to have to nip that guy off at the bottom, I guess. And the mold's pretty thick, so if we want this to be our top, it can be. So, but anyways, hopefully this comes out of here. It looks like it's kind of shrunk a little bit. Oh yeah, that's just popping right out. Okay, so what do you think it is? What is it? What is it gonna be? I don't know. It's gonna be awesome. Let's pop her out and see. It's a big one. This is a 4" by 3", and pop. That's kind of cool. So that is, yeah, I guess that will be our top. So I got a little bit around here I'm going to have to shave off, I guess, with something. That is a piece of wood candle. It looks like a piece of like wood grain and stuff on it. Well, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's your top. So, okay, so we'll nip this guy off too on the bottom here. Good. And that will probably sit pretty good, although I probably should heat up the pan and just put that in there and then bring it out. I think that's probably the best way, or just maybe, I don't know, mush these over or something. Just to kind of make a little bit better of a base for it to sit on, but maybe I'll just warm up the pan a little bit and then just in the bottom. So, okay, so that smells so good. This was the stuff we filtered through the t-shirt too. And let me just fire up the pan here for a second. We'll get that kind of warming. And yeah, so this was the stuff we filtered. So I'm really curious how the bottom of this one looks on our beeswax block mold here. Because if you remember, we filtered it, and the last video we did, we took the other one out that we had a bit of sediment and stuff in, and it was pretty sandy, gravelly, crappy looking on the bottom, right? So hopefully this one is beautiful, clean as the top. So let's pop her out. Oh, that's really nice, actually. Look how clean that one is. Wow, that came out beautiful. So that'll have 0 sediment in it now. That's good. That's perfect. That's really nice. 1 pound of wax right there. And you know what? I'm going to grab my little scale. I'm going to put this on a scale and see how much it weighs. Okay, so this scale I got when I was mailing stuff, just to kind of see how much the postage would be, but it was never kind of right with what they actually charge, so I think the post office people rip us off a bit. But anyways, this one does ounces and grams. So 1 pound, I have to look this up because I wasn't quite positive. 1 pound is 453 grams. So we got that zeroed. 420. So it's a little bit less than a pound there. And yeah, it wasn't quite 100% full that one. So let's measure our candle here too. It feels actually quite as heavy, 390 grams. So, okay, so let's see if I can convert this here. 390 gram is 0.85 pound. So a little bit over 3/4 of a pound of wax right there in that one. So that's pretty cool. What about our little Christmas tree we did last time? It's 140 grams, so it's pretty light. 140 is 0.30 pound. So not quite, just over a quarter of a pound. Just for fun, the mold that we just extracted there, what is it? 470. 470 is 1 pound, just over a pound. 1.03617 pound for that guy, so that's kind of cool. So there we go. That is awesome. So now we're going to, I don't know if we're going to do another, I guess we could. I'd like to get a bit of this stuff rendered down, some of this block we've got down on the floor here. Got to bust a chunk off of here first though, and then get her boiling, I guess, into some stuff. You know, I got some wax here still, but I want to, you know, get some of this other stuff going right now. So let's get this stuff cleaned up here, and I think well, this one I'm just gonna maybe. It's a little wobbly maybe in the middle there. I might have to. I don't know what to say. It's a little high there, but I think I can probably just shave a little bit of that off of there maybe, and then it might be all right without maybe hopefully wrecking it. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. I'm not going to melt the bottom, I guess. So we'll turn that off. But anyways, yeah, we got to get some of this rendering today. So we will be pouring a candle, hopefully today, another mystery candle. But guess that's all right. It looked like it was sitting funny. But yeah, I want to get some of this busted off of this block here somehow today. I'm not too sure how I'm going to do it. I might have to get my old jackhammer out and bang, 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 bang to get some off. So. But we're going to use our bigger pot, I guess, here and get a bunch of it rendered down. And I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to filter yet. I actually might be better to boil or get some going in the small pot and then put a piece of t-shirt over the big pot. And then as this is done, I can just, you know, we can do a few maybe. I just don't have a whole lot of things to mold into, so I got to kind of watch that as well. But yeah, let's get some chunks busted off of this and get them going in this pot here, maybe the small guy first. Okay, so I'm just gonna scrape a bit of this crappy stuff off. This is some of the dirt and stuff, and try not to get into the wax too much here, but just get some of this crappy stuff off the top, because this is the stuff that's kind of separated when they did their first melt of it, the place I got it from. Just a little bit of it on here. This is the good stuff here, so this is just, there's a little bit of wax in this stuff, but it's not really worth the fight or the hassle of trying to get through it. So we'll get the worst of it off, and it's getting away on me. I'll try to maybe vacuum that off or something and clean it before we get it ground into the floor too. Okay, I guess that's not mostly too bad. Okay, good enough. We'll get this vacuumed up here and see if we can break a couple of chunks off. Okay, so I'm just going to try my crowbar here first. See if I can bust a piece through here. I don't know. I might have to get my jackhammer out. Funny enough as it is, this stuff's, it's not hard, but it's hard, if you know what I mean. So, and I do have a hammer, but somehow it's eluded my grip right now, and all I've got my one of them guys, so I don't know if this is going to work at all, but holy shnikes. Who'd have thunk? Yep. Jackhammer time. It's funny how some of you thought I was kidding. I kid you not. If it doesn't blow my circuit here. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, big mess. I don't like that though. That's what I'm on about. Oh, that should be good for today, but we'll finish this chunk maybe. Oh yeah, buddy. That's what we're made of. Okay, well, we'll melt this chunk. It's actually pretty clear looking to start with, so I don't know if I'm going to boil or not. I'd probably just filter it through a t-shirt. T-shirt, filter. But yeah, what I'm going to have to do, I think, is, because I'm going to have more than, you know, if I go the other way, I'm going to have to make a t-shirt fit on this guy. And we can just pour into this as this melts these down, and then pour the next one in. Hopefully it doesn't wax over too much, that it'll just kind of melt and go through the pot again. But I'll get a t-shirt mated for that, I guess. And geez, I'll have to maybe hook a few of these guys together or something, or find something else to put around to hold it onto that. That seemed to work pretty good. That cleaned that up real nice. So let's oh, it's already starting to melt in here. She's already melting. And that's probably going to do its weird thing again. So I was going to turn it down again, let her sit there a minute, and then turn it back on, and hopefully it idles itself down again. Anyways, we'll get a t-shirt ready for this guy. Alright, yeah, I don't know if one of these will go quite big enough. Oh, geez, it will. Sweet! Just gotta finagle it a little bit here. Hopefully, bring it down through. Yeah. And that's probably gonna be fairly tight there to start. And once the weight gets in there, it should hopefully push down and not really want to float it. So that'll hold a fair bit of wax. I'll be able to do 3 or 4 of these anyways. Man, I wish this thing had just a hair bit longer cord on it. Just can't get her to the edge where you guys can have a look see, but yeah, we can do that. So yeah, hopefully this stuff smells just as good, because I don't know, it's almost like these people have really squeezed all the, you know, out that they can. There's honey in this, right? And this, the yellow is the pollen. And it's not terribly smelling too bad, but my other stuff I've got that I got from other people, it smells a lot better, and I don't think they squeezed as much honey out of it. We'll see what it's like when we have to melt it together and stuff, and then put it into block. But oh yeah, I can see quite a bit of sediment dirt already coming in the bottom of this one, so she's going to need some filtering pretty good, I think. A lot of sediment already, so. But anyways, there we go. So, now, if it's not smelling good, which it should be, you would think, I don't know whether I can maybe kind of cheat and just dump a little bit of honey into it. Mix that around, maybe it would smell a little better too with the honey, I don't know. But comparing what I smell here already to my other stuff, oh, it's like 90 times better. So, Maybe this will come better once I filter it a few times and get some of the dirt and stuff out of it. Maybe it'll come better. I don't know. We'll see. But we'll let this guy melt here. See how much room I got left. Maybe I'll do one chunk at a time. And then into the big pot to sift all the garbage out. And hopefully we have some good wax. It was pretty expensive for that block, but it was a lot cheaper than buying clean stuff per pound. So I got it $3 cheaper than the clean stuff. So, which is, you know, it's all right, I guess. But anyways, there we go. Let her melt. Okay, so we're melting down. It's funny, you know. When I look at this, you guys see the reflection of the light above us right there. When I look at it, and I'm looking right behind on my screen, I see it like up here. So it looks good for me, but not for you guys. But yeah, there's a lot of crud in this. That is going to take some cleaning out. Might have to be done twice, I don't know. We might have to do this, filter it, you know, get this warmed again, then pour it into our molds, let it sit, and filter it again. It might need done twice. It might get it all in once. I don't know though. But we're getting down anyways. I think I'll just keep going with that, and then we'll filter this one out first. She's submerged. Oh yeah, look at the junk, eh? Hi. Okay, I think we're ready to rock here. Just get my spoon out of the wax. I was just stirring it around a bit. Okay, so yes, this stuff is quite dirty. I just don't know if I've got a way to show you how filthy dirty it is, other than maybe a scoop. Well, even that's, it's just not grabbing a whole bunch, but let's see here. You can see how grimy it is. So there's a lot of dirt and crap and sediment in it. So hopefully this will catch about 90% of it. Here's hoping. Okay, here we go. Into the big pot, and it's probably going to... Whoa, slow down. It's going to congeal pretty quick in that bottom, I'm thinking. It's working though. I'm just curious how clean it's going to be when we come through. It might be alright, it might be still pretty grimy. We'll see. We'll give the spoon scrape test after we get this poured out of here. I'm just doing it kind of slowly. It's working though, it's going through it. Yeah, you do lose a little bit in your stuff here, but that's, you know, might be like 1/4 ounce or something. I don't know, it won't be very, very much really. So if it comes out nice and clean, if you don't have that sediment in there, that's just perfectly fine. So there should be some pretty gooky stuff right in the very bottom here. We'll just dump her right out. We'll let that settle, make sure we got nothing on our bottom. We got a little bit on our bottom there. Gotta wipe that off, or you'll get burning, catching on fire kind of stuff when you do your next one here. So okay, so we will throw in another block. This is a fairly big one. It might be too much actually for that. Might have to, ooh, battery's done, sweet. Yeah, that might be a little bit too much. I might have to try to break that one in half again. Okay, maybe that one's too big for there, so we'll leave that one out for now. And I think we got some smaller chunks here we'll throw in. These ones are probably a little bit cleaner too, so... Geez, even that one might be too big. I should have busted them up a little more. Just like pancakes. Okay, let's see. We give a little scraping here. Oh, I think we caught quite a bit of it there. A lot of that's pretty gross, and it's already congealing onto my thing there, so I better get that off of there. Awesome. Alright, we will let this one melt down and pour number 2. I'd like to look in here and see how it's looking, but I don't know if it's gonna... Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. Well, it's fairly cleanish. Not too bad. Maybe while we got the lid off of here, I was just gonna keep going, but maybe while we got the lid off of here, we'll pour one of these here and get this out of here before it gets too, you know, whatchamacallit, too hard. That's not too bad. A little bit on the bottom. I see a little bit of sediment, so we'll see how that comes out after, but it might need a second filtering. Not really sure if it's just air bubbles or if it's actual sediment in there. So, but we'll do the next one here, and should be looking pretty good. Okay, so now we got a little wax skin on here. I don't know if this is going to... should melt through this, you would think. Maybe I'll just start pouring a little bit here. Let it kind of melt right on through, maybe. Well, it's not building up too much, so it must be melting through. Oh yeah, now we're going. So I've got some different molds here. We were at a clearance-y kind of store the other day, yesterday I guess it was there, and we got some loaf pans. Whenever we get enough here, we're gonna... Not too bad. Whenever we get enough here, we're going to put them in some of these loaf pans and make some big blocks. I don't know how much those are going to weigh. That should be a pound and a half, maybe 2 pounds each. I don't know. Sweet. That worked pretty good. Okay, next block. Looks like it's going to be maybe this one. Oh boy. That's a pretty big one for there. Might work. Well, we'll just do it slowly maybe. That's a big cube. I don't know if I got enough left in... Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay, so we'll just turn it on a bit. There. And we'll let that big one melt down. That's might be too much for that pot. Alright, I think we're good for this batch. Start pouring her slowly and melt through again. Should start melting the hole. There she goes. That was a big chunk. And we'll see what we got going on in the pot here after. I'm going to try to pour one of these pans. This is fairly clean. We might have to, I probably won't do it on camera, but I'll have to redo all this again and capture some more crap out of this stuff, because it's probably not going to be bang on good, but it'll be a lot better than it was, that's for sure. A couple of chunks here were pretty clean though. Oh, there's still a little bit in there. Melt, you turd. I thought you were all done. Well, we'll just finish that guy off. Yeah, we captured some stuff there. I just can't really show you guys super too awesome well, but just kind of because of the color of the shirt, I guess it kind of looks like the crap, right? But you can see the bits and stuff and crap and stuff in there. So yeah, that worked pretty good. So I just want to finish melting this little last bit here, and then we'll crack this open and see if this Might be warm enough to start pouring. I might have to put the whole pot back on to there to warm it up. So then we can try pouring into these molds here. I've got 2 of them ready. Hopefully that's enough. If I have to, I can probably pop this one out of here now, even though it's still fairly warm. Might come out though. It looks like it will come out anyway, so. Okay, that should finish melting. Sounds like popcorn. Good to the last yummy drop. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Shut that off, push that back. We'll just let that sit in formaldehyde for a minute, and we'll pour into a couple of these pans here. And maybe while we're waiting for that to finish, we'll see if this will come out. Looks like it's fairly loose already, so. Oh yeah, it's not quite cured yet, but we're waxy. It's still pretty warm, probably warm enough that I can push on it and dent it, so we'll leave that off to the side. Now we got 2 of those blocks, sweet. And you know what? This was stuff we chipped off today, and it actually looks like it came out fairly clean. Get this under the light better here, maybe we'll examine that a little closer. I think we're good enough for candle grade, that's for sure. You might want to filter a little more if you're using it in like lip balms and stuff like that. They're using the beeswax in, right? So, okay, let's try to get this off without it falling in. Too much. I think we're pretty liquidy there still, so I think I'm just going to start pouring right into these pans here. And I better do this on these things here, just in case. Now I have greased these with some coconut oil. And boy, do I feel confident enough to just pour like that, I guess. So coconut oil, so hopefully it releases all right out of these. And if it doesn't, well, we'll have to heat up these somehow. Pretty good. We do have a bit of congealed in the bottom here, so we might have to warm this up a little bit. But I think I got enough for these 2 guys right now anyways. Guess that's not too bad. So I'm just going to warm this up because it looks like I do have a bit in the bottom. And should do a fast time of these things cooling off. Alright, we've let this stuff sit here for a bit. For some reason, this one's cracked open huge. Probably because it's adhered to the side, where this one it looks like it's let go from the side. And we went and delivered our gift candle, this one here, which was the little log guy. So these ones I think I can try. It's actually still warm in the middle, and we've left this about 4 hours. Let's hear it. Well, hang on a sec. We left here at 1 o'clock. It's now 6, so like 6 hours these have been sitting here, and they're still warm in the middle. I think they'll come out though. Let's give it a Hey! Oh, freaking awesome! Look at that, came out like beautiful. That's pretty sweet. I'll have to weigh one of these and see. I do see some speckles in it though, so it does need another filtering maybe, but I think it's okay for candle use. Oh, that one just fell right out. Okay, so coconut oil worked really good. Turn that light on there. There, that's better. So, yeah, this stuff smells better now. It's weird, it smells like cinnamon. Smell. That's cool, it's like a brick of gold. That's freaking cool. Okay, let's grab our scale. I am curious to see, where did I put my scale? I think I put it back. Curious to see how much those things weigh. Okay, let's weigh one of these fellers. We're in grams, so we've got 925 grams, and that is 2.039 pounds. That's kind of cool. Our ounces is 2.06 ounces. Is that right? I don't know if I'm reading that right. But anyways, I'm pretty good on the grams, so okay. So, whoop. So that's 925. Let's see how much this one weighs. What? I'm 5 grams out. Wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty darn close. So it is 2.2825 pound. So this should be 1 kilogram, I guess we're into now. 845. So if we do that, yeah, so that's 4 pounds 1 ounce, I believe that's reading at. So yeah, so that makes sense. That's 2 pounds. Yeah, okay. I haven't really used the scale too much, so I'm not really up on it. But anyway, so that's 2 pounds. Okay, so then this one should be right. Yeah, 1.02. So that's just over a pound. Awesome. Okay, so we got this other one too that we gotta bust out of the dewey here, and it's actually still a little warmish too. Oh, there's a bit more sediment in that. I don't really like that one so much, but let's see what we are in that. Bang freaking on, 1 pound. Holy crap, that is super cool. I don't know why it's so cool, but I like it. It's cool. And that one is just over a hair. This one, I wonder if it cools down. Like, this is still warm. If it cools down, if it'll change at all, it might evaporate a bit more out. I don't know. So that's cool. So that's cool. So I've seen bricks of these things go for as much as $18 a pound here. So if we put both of these on, well, we're just over 2 pounds. So how much have we melted all day today? Let's see here. There's 4 pounds. We've done 6.16 pounds out of, so we've still got about 20 pounds here to melt. I don't know how much this thing is capable of putting on. I'm not sure what it's actually capable of putting on there. Let's take a big chunk like this one we got. We were trying to melt today. It was a bit too big for the pot. What does it weigh? 3.24 pounds. Holy, so that's like half of what we did here. My goodness. This might be too much for this scale. Yeah. Oh geez. Wrecking the place. That'll stay there. That chunk that just fell off evened this out to 10 pounds. Holy cow, so that's about a 10-pound piece. I still got 3 blocks on the ground here. It's funny I put that on and it doesn't really change it at all. This is not a 2-scale scale, I guess. No, where did that piece go? Holy cow. That one wasn't actually really glued onto there too well. I think that was like another chunk. Let's see if we can even get this on here to measure this one. That one's, ooh. I can't really hold it. Okay, there. 4, almost, well, it's almost 5 pounds, I guess, that one. So there you go. That'd be a big one to bust up and do up too, so sweet. Well, now I gotta melt something to make a candle. What is this little chunk weigh? Just fell off too. 1.4 ounces. Or 35 grams. Sweet. So, today actually I don't know if we're going to melt one here or not. We'll just maybe keep that for the next video. Well, no, we got to melt one today, don't we? So it's ready for the next video. That's right. Okay, so we got a few to choose from here. This is we've already done. That's our done pile over here. We've got 1, 2, great big mother here. We'll save that guy maybe for the last. I'd like to actually do this one maybe today. This is a real tall, regular candle, we'll say. But geez, now I got to find something to melt. I don't really want to melt all this. I just put it all in the blocks, but well, maybe I'll melt some more of these chunks here, and then we'll clean it, and then I'll just get it ready to pour, so I don't put you all through that end, because you guys know what we did here today. So let me get some wax ready here, and we'll pour this big tall one and show you what it looks like too. Okay, so this is a long one. It's you know, stop signy kind of shaped. Kind of cool. We'll thread the wick in. Be a long wick on this feller. Oh, yeah. It's good. I'm glad I left my stick here a little longer. Gives us a little bit more to. Oh, my thing just bent. Oh crap. Oh, okay. So, got lots out here, so I'll just pull a hair bit back. Where'd my scissors go? Scissors. And chop that off a layer. We'll do our little, this will be the top. The bottom, sorry, the bottom is always the top. On most of these molds, I presume anyways. Oh crap. Oh crappy crap. I'm gonna need some needle nose pliers now. Oh crappy crap. Well, I can just thread her through again, I guess. Okay, let's try that again. I pulled it out too far and then pulled it back down the thing. So they already pre-drill the holes in these, which is kind of nice. Ugh. Oh, crappy crap. That's 3 times a charm. Better straighten my little thing out here a little bit. There we go. Now we're golden. Okay, so this one's really floppy. I might figure something, pardon me, something to prop this up on when we actually go to pour it, because it's pretty wee. And got to figure out our wicky guy here again. See if I can still tie a little knot into this. keep them somewhat centered, and it feels like it's fairly tight. Yep, that's good. Okay, so yeah, I don't like the way that's sitting too much. So what I might do is get a, I know it'll work. Piece of my vinyl stuff here might hold that up fairly good if I can get something like some paper towel or something wedged down beside them there, just to kind of hold them. Yeah, that'll work. Should be pretty much wedged right in. Yeah, close enough. Close enough for that. So there we go. This one we'll definitely have to try to pour in. Hopefully we don't spill too much down. Now I'm thinking, oh, maybe this wasn't a good idea using that stuff, because I might end up spilling all over top of that. But guess I could put some other kind of tape on it just to protect it. Maybe I will. Okay, I think we're almost going to have to pull that block out of there, even though there's still a lot in there and the level goes way down. But I don't know if I can melt too much more into there and have enough room without it spilling over. That would be a bad thing. This stuff has a pretty good flash point on her, and you don't want her catching fire. So maybe we'll pull that piece out, get this poured in, and we'll melt the rest of it down here. We'll make another couple blocks, pull them out in our next video. I think we're ready to go here. So we'll just pull this guy out. Let him drip. It's probably cold enough to block as it is. It'll harden on there fairly. It's already stopped dripping. Sweet, looks like butter. And this is pretty warm, but I think we should be good to go here. Melt through again. Come on, don't be doing that on me. Melt through it. There's a lot of sediment in this one. A lot of sediment. This was the one side that we scraped some of that stuff off earlier on. And there we go. Okay, I'll melt some more here, and then we'll make a couple more blocks today too. Okay, we got some to pour here. Now what I've done is, this is so narrow, I've just pushed the wick over to one side, so I've got a little bit of something to you know, a little bit of play here, we'll say. So this one's probably not going to take a whole lot. Nope, didn't take a whole lot. That is it. I'm going to leave her a little high. And this needs to sort of sit in there and kind of melt this stuff off the outside now, because we're getting a little bit of a layer because this thing was cold. So we'll let this kind of maybe melt off a little bit. Maybe. And then we'll ooh, that one's already starting to adhere. I better get this I better get this wick over on this one, or I'll be messed up with it. Okay, now we're good. Geez, this is just not wanting to melt out of here. That's kind of weird. Anyways, we'll work on that. Give me a minute. Geez, that one's darn near almost hard. Actually, it's sinking in a lot, and it's got me a little concerned. I have to keep adding some to it because it keeps sinking in. she's good and full now. So, we got some wax left over. That probably is going to be fine now, I'm assuming. I've got another 2 pound pan, another 1 pound pan. I think I've got a little bit more than that, so I might have to grease up another pan here, or try one without grease maybe, see if it works, but we'll see what we got here. We're not gonna, I'll be surprised if this is just bang on right again. Oh my freaking goodness. Can you believe that? That is like the 3rd time in a row that I've poured whatever I had left, and it's been like bang on perfect with the size of the container. How the crap does that work like that? I don't know. But anyways, that's it for today. Sorry it's a little bit longer, but I want to show you a little bit of that rendering and filtering process and stuff. These will pop out next time. That will pop out next time. As you can see there, it's already like freaking like already not ready to come out, but it's, holy cow, it's not taking long. So that's pretty awesome. But anyways, thanks again for watching. We'll catch you all later. Have yourselves a good day. We got another 3 pounds of wax here, all melted down, ready. All 3 and probably 1/8 of a pound or whatever in that. So, well, maybe we'll measure that after too. But, yep, looks good. Thanks again for watching. Catch you all later. Happy waxing.